So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Commissioner Bill Bratton and say thank you once again, Commissioner, for being here. And with your no-nonsense approach, I know you are the right man for the job. So come on up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. It is great once again to be back in the great city of New Orleans. I've had a almost 30-year relationship with this city, known every police superintendent over that period of time, met all of those various mayors. I'm extraordinarily impressed with this mayor, just the time I've spent with her today. She referenced the concept of collaboration, the importance of it. And I want to emphasize to all the various entities and agencies that are now currently involved in looking at the events of January 1st here, the various investigations, the fact that the federal government has responded to her request for assistance by upgrading the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras to Tier 1 events, to emphasize that the team I'll be bringing in, they are incredible subject matter experts on a wide range of issues relative to dealing with security and counterterrorism issues. But they're coming in to collaborate. They're coming in to review, to interact. The whole concept of collaboration is about the idea of partnership. And what do partners do? We look at problems. In this case here in New Orleans, they have the issue of the events of January 1st, certainly, but the idea of some of the fear that emanated from that event going forward in these next several weeks and next several years. How can we identify problems that need to be addressed, new ones that arose out of that event in the area of counterterrorism, the area of terrorism threat that's constantly evolving and changing, that paradigm is constantly morphing in new directions. So the idea is a learning experience here, but that learning experience is then focused on prevention, preventing anything like that from happening again, as well as new forms of terrorism or disturbance or crime that might evolve. The 3 Ps, partnership, problem solving, those partners working together, and that, if you will, force magnification focused on prevention. So I and my team at the company Teneo, that I run their Teneo Risk Division. Teneo is a CEO advisory firm based and headquartered out of New York, 2,000 people around the world. I run the Risk Division looking at certainly cybercrime, looking at terrorism issues. And I was quite pleased when the chief reached out to me, and you have an extraordinary chief here. I've known her more from a distance over the years, but she's extraordinary, and I've enjoyed the opportunity in many conversations over the last several days, and in terms of today, spending time with her. We've just come out of a 2.5-hour initial briefing on Mardi Gras, Super Bowl, what's being done. And my team, some members of my team will be in here beginning next week to start adding our influence, our thoughts, our ideas to the many ideas that have already been generated. A lot of extraordinary planning. I was very impressed with what I was exposed to over the last couple of hours in terms of what has been done up to now for Super Bowl and for Mardi Gras. God knows you certainly have a lot of experience with Mardi Gras. You've been doing them for a long time. And coming out of New York and LA, where I'm very used to large-scale events, you have a unique set of events down here, and it has a unique set of challenges. And I and my team are excited to be asked to basically participate and add our thoughts, our vision to what the mayor wants to ensure is that getting through these next couple of weeks without incident, without issue, but also the idea of moving on, understanding that she wants to create a platform that could be stood upon, not only for these next couple of weeks, but into the future. The idea of, like an accordion, the ability to expand it or contract it, depending on what's happening at any point in time. Understanding that, unfortunately, in the world of the 21st century, the issue of terrorism is constantly changing. We thought we pretty much had ISIS and Al-Qaeda knocked down. And we've seen that the events here are apparently ISIS inspired. ISIS is once again so different from Al-Qaeda because they understood in the 21st century the secret of terrorism was the ability to use the internet, the ability to inspire. They didn't have to be here. They didn't have to send teams here. They could inspire. And they've been, unfortunately, successful as they apparently were on January 1st. So part of this effort is to effectively create in New Orleans a capability to keep expanding with the constantly changing paradigm. So I and my team that I'm bringing in, and they'll be introduce you at some point in time, I've attempted in the couple of days that I've been working with the chief to put together a group that's very diversified in the sense of being able to meet the very diversified set of security concerns in this city. You've got crowd management, you've got crowd control, you have traffic issues, you have potential terrorism concerns, you have some traditional crime concerns, and the idea is to create a set of initiatives to ultimately prevent the unexpected, prevent the potential expected, and I think that capability is going to be effectively created. And I really want to thank the mayor, the foundation behind me, John Casman and others. John Casman and I have been dealing with each other since the 1990s. He was one of the, when I was running CompStat in New York City, he came up in 1994.
That's right.
And was at one of the first CompStat sessions, and he's the one that Mayor brought John Linda to New Orleans for the first time with Jack Maple, and brought Fausto.
That's it.
Now you brought Bratton. We're all here.
Yeah, we're all here.
There's something about New York that you just keep pulling us in. So it's, in any event, I am so pleased to be here, very excited about this engagement and assignment, and want to thank again the mayor, the chief, and the foundation for that. And we'll look forward to meeting more of the council members also, sir, that going forward. This is going to be a collaborative effort. We're not here to step on anybody's toes. And I was joking with him earlier, I have one of my nicknames, one of the good ones, is the great collaborator. Because my success, and I think I've had a pretty successful career, I recognize I'm never the smartest person in the room, but I surround myself with people who are a lot smarter than me and get them to work together. And that's the secret, getting them to work together.